In this video, we will explore the Linux file command, a powerful utility for determining file types in Linux systems. This command is an essential tool for anyone working with Linux, whether you're a system administrator, developer, or just a curious user. The file command is used to determine the type of a file by examining its contents. It identifies file types, regardless of their file name extension, and uses magic tests to identify file formats. It is a part of the core Linux utilities. The syntax is file followed by options and then the file name. For example, to check the type of document.txt, we can write file document.txt. Let's look at the basic usage of the file command. To check a text file, you can use the command file document.txt. The output will show the file name and its type, which in this case is ASCII text. We can also check different file types. For example, running fileimage.jpg will output JPEG image data, JFIF standard 1.01. Similarly, filescript.sh will output born-again shell script, ASCII text executable. The file command examines the content of the file, not just the extension, to determine its actual type. Here are some common options for the file command. The B option is for brief mode. It displays the file type without showing the file name. For example, file b-document.txt will output ASCII text. The I option shows the MIME type of the file instead of the text description. For example, file image.jpg will output image/jpeg charset equals binary. The Z option looks inside compressed files to determine the content type. For example, file zarchived.tar.z will output gzip compressed data from Unix. The L option follows symbolic links and reports on the target file. For example, file link_to_file will output ASCII text. The file command can also work with multiple files and directories. To check multiple files at once, simply list them after the command. For example, file document.txt image.jpg script.sh will output the type of each file on a separate line. You can also use wildcards to check multiple files with a similar extension. For example, file *.txt will check all text files in the current directory. You can combine the file command with other commands using pipes to filter specific file types. For example, use the command find.typefpipezargs file pipe grep text. Let's explore some advanced uses of the file command. You can specify a custom magic file with the M option. The file command uses magic files to identify file types. For example, file m/path/to/custom/magic unknown_file will output custom file type. You can use the Apple option to examine Mach-O binaries on macOS, or the extension option to check file extensions. For example, file /apple/bin/ls will output Mach-O 64-bit executable x86_64. The file command can identify device files, sockets, and other special files in Linux. For example, file /dev/sda will output block special 8/0. The command file /dev/null will output character special 1/3. You can also change the separator between the file name and type description with the separator or F option. For example, file f:\right_document.txt will output document.txt ASCII text. Let's see some practical examples. To find all executable files in a directory, use the command find/usr/bin type fpipezargs file pipe grep executable. To verify file types before processing, check if a file is really an image before processing. The command is file ~mime type image.jpg will give the output image.jpg:image/jpeg. You can then use this in a script like this. If open square bracket, $, open parenthesis, file double dash mime type b image.jpg pipe cut d/f1, close parenthesis, equals quotation mark image quotation mark, close square bracket, semicolon, then, echo quotation mark, processing image, quotation mark phi. Here are some key takeaways. The file command identifies file types regardless of extension. It is useful for scripting and automation. It supports various output formats. And it is essential for system administration. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.